Based mainly on communism, Marxism is a combination of political and economical theories of both Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. First, it is important to know who Marx and Engels were. Marx was born in Prussia on May 5, 1818. Growing up, Marx was an average student. He was educated at home until he was 12 and spent 5 years from 1830 to 1835 at the Jesuit High School in Trier. Switching universities became habitual for Marx as he was constantly expelled for drunkenness and disturbing the peace. However, that didn't stop him from studying law and philosophy. Karl Marx got married to Jenny von Westphalen and moved to Paris, the political heart of Europe, in 1843. In Paris, Marx met Friedrich Engels, who would become his collaborator and lifelong friend. They both started writing many pieces of writings together as they shared similar perspectives when it came to politics and history. Later that year, Marx moved to Belgium after being expelled from France while writing for another radical newspaper, which had strong ties to an organization that would later become the Communist League. At the beginning of 1846, Marx founded a Communist Correspondence Committee in an attempt to link socialists from around Europe. Inspired by his ideas, socialists in England held a conference and formed the Communist League, and in 1847, at a Central Committee meeting in London, the organization asked Marx and Engels to write the manifesto of the Communist Party. The Communist Manifesto, as this work is commonly known, was published in 1848, and shortly after, in 1849, Marx was expelled from Belgium. He went to France, anticipating a socialist revolution, but was deported from there as well. Prussia refused to renaturalize him, so Marx moved to London. Although Britain denied him citizenship, he remained in London until his death.
Under capitalism, the proletariat, the working class, or the people own only their capacity to work. They have the ability only to sell their own labor. According to Marx, a class is defined by the relations of its members to the means of production. He proclaimed that history is a chronology of class struggles, wars, and uprisings. Under capitalism, the masses are paid minimum wage or salary that they use in order to support their families. The workers are alienated because they have no control over their labor or product which they produce. The capitalists sell the produce of the workers at a value proportional to the labor involved. Surplus value is the difference between what the worker is paid and the price for which the product is sold. Marx and Engels' works were widespread and praised, but the people wanted solutions. The masses had just gone through a period of pure industrialization. The heavy workload, the meager pay, the lack of any laws regulating factory work were quite new. Before this, the factories could be described as a legal no man's land. Hence, it was completely up to the factory owners to decide everything, from the wage to the age of the workers. Marx believed his vision for communism was feasible because of the boundless development of science and technology that could infinitely increase output. The industrial workers, who were in the forefront of this technology utilization, therefore deserved to assume leadership in a socialist society.
The Fabian Society was a socialist movement that took place in Britain during the beginning of the 19th century. Due to the popularity of the socialist movements at the time, the Fabians did not emerge lonesome, but rather with the accompaniment of many socialist movements. The unfolding of the origin of the word Fabians will help understand the strategy they wish to set forth. Their names originated from the Roman general Fabius, who used the method of attrition to take down their enemies. Knowing this, one might realize that they are in a gradualist sect of Marxism. What makes the Fabians distinct from other movements is that they were more focused on maintaining control rather than using the revolutionary Marxist tactics to overthrow the capitalist society. Their aim was to gradually introduce social reforms and to promote the development of the principles of democratic socialism. They also influenced Britain's political strategy greatly and transformed the traditional imperialist ways by introducing their own revolutionary strategies.